Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to We Are Soccer. It is Monday night. We got a lot to talk about. Apologies for not going live on Sunday night. Some family issues on my end, some more important things that had to be taken care of. But we're here. It's Brooks and myself. We're talking about soccer. We're talking about the World Cup qualifiers. We're talking about some of the friendlies that happened. Oh, you know we're talking about that USA-Belgium game. Could you tell the players apart? Could you tell the two teams apart? That was ludicrous to me that they had same colored jerseys. Even the players after the game said they were shocked to see what was going on. Weston McKennie said absolutely no excuse for the result, but a couple of times they looked to pass the ball. I had to do a double take to make sure it was one of my teammates. U.S. soccer, come on, man, do better. You're better than that. All right, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the game. We're going to talk about what's coming up tomorrow night, Tuesday. It's Portugal in town, Atlanta, to play U.S. men's national team. We're going to talk about Tottenham Hotspur. Igor Tudor gone after 44 days. Who's the new manager? Well, no one yet, but there's a couple of people they got in mind. We're going to talk about a big game that's happening here in Michigan on Wednesday. Detroit City is going to play against the Flint City Bucks. This is going to be a great game. Get out to watch it if you're not planning. We're going to talk about it, so it's going to be fun. Oh, by the way, there's a new record in the NWSL that was set this past weekend. 63,000 fans showed up for a game. Casemiro is moving on. He is leaving Manchester United. Manchester United fans, I know he's played well, but you should be happy about that. World Cup qualifying, we talked about it. A lot of the games are happening tomorrow. We're going to talk about them. We're going to tell you who we think is going to be there. And by the way, one club in England have 11 players who've all of a sudden pulled out of their international matches. Who is that? Absolutely crazy. All right, we got a lot to get to. Let's jump in.
What? And I'm going to give you one opportunity because we're friends.
Winner! Who gives a shit about where the ball's been?
Yeah, F him. They went from loving this guy, best move ever, to hating him.
I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the world.
I love it because it tells you how the game was played.
There's nowhere for him to go. I think there's one place.
You can't do that in the national team. Do I look like I'm freaking kidding?
He does things that are absolutely insane.
Successful and sexy? No. It wasn't aggravating at times? Yes.
Sorry,
That's not very fair.
It's not about being fair.
Welcome to the greatest soccer show ever.
All right, lots to get to. Not just me here. We've got Brooks. Brooks, how are you doing, man? It's Monday night. We're throwing things off a little bit. It's Monday at 8:30 p.m.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot different. We got BX Carter joining us. What's up, buddy?
You know what? I just figured out something. Hold tight 1 second.
What'd you figure out?
I got to plug something in here.
Oh, good point. Sorry, people. If you can't hear us, my bad. Hopefully you can hear us now. Forgot to plug in a cord there. Yeah.
Oh, chords are fun.
Anyway, so BX Gunner saying Arteta has finally learned something from Ferguson and Pep.
Absolutely, man. Listen, most of those guys are playing in World Cup, not even qualifiers. They're just friendlies. They're international friendlies. They're preparing for the World Cup. I would do the same damn thing if we're going for the EPL title. Don't have them play. Have them pull out. Arsenal have 11 players. 11 players who have reported to be injured and have come home from international break. Back to Arsenal to get healthy again. Brooks, how much you want to bet all 11 of those players are on the team sheet for their next Arsenal game?
Probably all 11.
All of them will be. Yeah, you won't bet anything because you lose, man. All of them are going to be there.
Yeah.
Listen, you're right. BX Center, you're right. Finally, Arteta learned something. He needs them for the run-in. Absolutely needs them for the run-in. Smart man, really, if we're being honest.
Yep.
All right, let's jump in. Let's talk about that U.S. men's national team game. Brooks, you and I talked about it right after the game. We were on the Clash of Clubs podcast. Those guys are awesome. Thank you for having us. Appreciate it, gentlemen. We talked about the game. We talked about the 5-2 loss. If we're being honest, the first half, the U.S. men's national team showed up and put a little bit of a fight in. They looked good.
Yep.
Some nice counterattacks, some nice possession at points, defended well, and then everything went to pieces right after the halftime, man. One change was made. Roldan came on, for Cardoso, and I think
he's-
that was a defensive change.
By the way, he's no longer in the camp. He has left.
Cardoso?
Yes.
So maybe there was an injury there. Maybe it wasn't a tactical change.
Maybe, or maybe just like I don't know.
Maybe
Was he really that good? I mean, it was his best showing, but I don't think he really did a whole lot, to be honest with you.
You're
So
just not a Cardoso fan.
I just, you have to show up and play. You have to affect the game somehow. And no one in the midfield seemed to want the ball. And I don't know, maybe it was direct early on, like when we were texting, but I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. There's a lot to dive into here because, I may bring some stuff up from our group text that we're chatting about because I think they're good points, to be honest with you.
let's do it. Before we dive in, I got one thing I gotta run through. A big thank you to our partners and our sponsors. A big thank you to Soccer World. A big thank you to Next Level Training. A big thank you to the Michigan Jaguars, the Football Doc, and Dog and Pony Show Brewing. Guys, we very much appreciate you. Without you, we wouldn't have We Are Soccer. So thank you very much, Brooks. That game was, in my opinion, disappointing from start to finish. We had color clashes. Our jerseys, the U.S. men's national team jerseys, clashed with the Belgium jerseys.
The players hated it, and apparently they just didn't bring backup jerseys or whatnot. Like it was, who does this? Who does this? That's amateur. That's Bush League right there from both of them.
So
whoever, obviously the USA always wears the home white.
Yeah.
That's Bush League from wear them the next time, Belgium. When you go play Mexico, then you can go wear them because Mexico can wear green.
seriously,
It's just extremely Bush League to be yeah, we're gonna wear these, and they're gonna the players said when I would look up, I would just see all these bright jerseys of the same color.
Yeah.
And it's how.
And if it's built for TV, like so many of these games are, it's all about advertising. It's all about viewers on the TV. Why did you not think about it there? Because even if those players could distinguish their teammates on the field, on the TV, we could not.
Yes.
So, Brooks, I did find out there's I don't know if it's a committee or what it is, but maybe a week before the game, both teams submit the jerseys, the uniforms they're going to be wearing, right?
Yes.
And a committee goes, yep. So just so everybody's aware, there needs to be 5 different colors on a soccer field. Brooks, did you know that? 5 colors.
Yeah. So the keepers.
Keeper 1.
Both teams. One team.
Keeper 2, different colors, right?
Yep.
Team 1, team 2, different colors.
referees.
And the referees.
Yeah.
5 different colors. So everything is submitted a week beforehand. It was submitted. Whoever looked at this and went, yeah, that looks good. I'm questioning them right now because, my word, it was terrible. Anyway, disappointing from that aspect. Disappointing to see the fact that it was in an NFL stadium. And I know Atlanta is now the new home of U.S. soccer, but good Lord, there's no way there was 66,000 fans in that stadium, Brooks. I'm sorry. I know it holds 74 and it was a little shy of being full. F that. That thing was empty, man. I'm sorry. Empty. Show up. I'm disappointed in U.S. soccer fans. Why did you guys show up? Show up for these games. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got your stars here. You got stars from other countries, these other teams showing up and playing. Show up and support your team.
We have a comment from another viewer, Marcos Cospitella. He said that was shit. I couldn't even see the difference, and I was close to the TV. I mean, I had I have pretty decent eyes, and I'm like, is that our guy? Is that another guy? It's rough.
It was terrible. A couple of times you see Pulisic dribbling, and as he knocks the ball, you're like, did he do that on purpose? Because he thought it was our player, or was he mishit it?
Correct.
You said the word shit. I'm going to say the same thing. It was shit all around. Just shit. Why?
Yeah.
Why? Disappointing from the federation. Disappointing from the fans. Disappointing from the team that went out there in the second half because Belgium, I think, just went, oh, wait a minute. We're Belgium. We're ranked 9th in the world. Let's step this up a gear and actually put some effort in. And then, boom, it went off, right?
Yep.
And Pochettino, to his credit, I think it was yesterday or today, I can't remember when he had an interview, he said, we didn't compete. I'm very disappointed. We didn't compete. He says, I watched the France-Colombia game. All over the field, those teams are competing. Those players are going at it. You didn't even know it was a friendly. They were acting like it was a World Cup final.
Yep.
They cared because they were putting on the jersey of their national team. And that's what Pochettino is trying to bring out of this team. Brooks, he didn't see that in the second half, did he?
No. There's just, I don't know. I don't know with this team anymore. It's just I mean, I was pretty positive. I was like, he's figuring things out, yada, yada, yada. And I was talking to another friend of mine who was at the game, and he was like, I didn't mind that they started Turner. Like, at least you give the backup a run to see, like how everything's going. Like, I get that. Like, he's going to be your number 2, give him a run, right? So, fair enough. I mean, should he have probably saved that first one? Probably. Like, I mean, he was screened a lot, from that long distance goal. Like, there was a very good goal by the Goss that hit that. It was a very good shot. So, like, for me, what do you do? Like, I don't know. It's a rough one, but I just want consistency. Like, and what is it? This is the question I was asking in our group text. What is the issue? Is it the dual nationals don't bleed for the red, white, and blue? Because I made the point in our group text from like 1990 to 2014. Like, yes, we had some dual nationals like Jermaine Jones, Fabian Johnson, and probably a few other ones, but there's just something about like being born domestically and knowing this is the national team you want to play for and not your second choice, and not being a reject of another national team. I mean, I'm sorry, like, it is mean to say, like, I apologize to but it's the truth. Like, when you switch nations or whatever, it's usually because you're a reject and you can't get in with that team, And it sucks. Like, you may be with a good country that's got a lot of depth and you want to play, and I understand that. But you do the switch, the federation that is getting that player needs to make sure that they're 100% all in. And I just, and I get it. Balogun scored. He did score. He's been scoring more a little bit, but he didn't do much yesterday. Tillman was good. I question Tim Weah's efforts sometimes. Like, son of a great player, but, is he all in all the time? I don't know. So, we got Greg commenting here. Everyone with football knowledge knows our backline and goalkeeper are weak and not getting fixed before World Cup. Past generations, we had world-class goalkeepers that saved us many times, and he's 100% correct.
100%.
Yes.
100% correct. Where are those world-class goalkeepers gone?
Yeah.
The last one was Tim Howard. I thought Turner was gonna be the next one, shy of his feet being any good, but you're right. And our back line has just gone to pieces. I don't get it. Like, we're running a 37-year-old guy out there. Correct. Is that really who we're... There's no one else. There's no one else. Yeah. Like, come on. And I will say this. I am all in favor of having a senior member or two for the locker room, right? Sure. Absolutely. England right now is going through something very similar. Okay? Harry Maguire, and Thomas Tuchel's told him, you're my 5th choice center back. You're my 5th choice. He started every game in the Euros and the last World Cup, and he told him, I've got better center backs right now than you. They're quicker, they're faster, they're stronger, they jump higher. Yep. He goes, but Harry Maguire, you're a leader. I've seen you do this before, and there will be occasions where we need you. Tim Ream is that same player. Yeah. Tim Ream, you started all the previous World Cup games. You started all of the other games for us. Thank you so much. You know what? Not quite a legend, we'll say, but damn, what a player he's been for this nation.
He was. Listen. But, he's
not needed right now.
No. I mean, listen, he had a great career at Fulham when he was playing over there. I mean, he was a very late addition to the U.S. national team setup. He was later in his career where he finally got added to it.
I think agreed. Did you just call him a legend?
No, he was a good player.
A good player. Okay.
He was a good player at Fulham. Like I would say one of our better domestic guys that have played overseas for sure. But for me, it's just hit the leg. Like anyone that plays him goes in behind on him, he's lost. Like if he does make up the ground, now you got to let him in a 1v1 defending situation where he's not quick. He doesn't change direction as fast as he used to. Listen, in a 3-back, if he's the center where he's just got to follow people into the midfield or something and just win stuff, okay, maybe. Like I can see that. You want a veteran, experienced guy there, that's fine. Yeah. But you just got listen. If Chris Richards was healthy, I feel like Chris Richards would have started. But I want to see Miles Robinson. I want to see Chris Richards. Yeah. Does Trusty get a run? Like I said on our Clash of Clubs podcast, does Aiden Morris and Brendan Aronson get a run now? With some different stuff. So
I hope they do.
They do. I mean, I would think Cardoso leaves. That Aiden Morris may slide in somewhere, or at least get some time off the bench, right? Because he's done well at Middlesbrough. So, some more comments here. BX Gunner says Ream has no business on the pitch, and Greg says, "Am I crazy, or does Poch know about
George Campbell?
George Campbell.
He
Yeah.
should have looked everywhere.
Yeah.
Listen. I'm gonna go back to the Tim Ream thing. I think he is someone you bring to the World Cup.
Yeah.
He is someone you bring.
Correct.
He is a leader of men. He is a great stalwart. I love that, BX Gunner. I love that word you used. But no, he does not belong on a pitch. He is the guy who is talking to you before the game, talking to the starters before the game. He's at halftime. He's a guy you can lean on. Chris Richards can go and say, "What did you see? How did I miss this? What's happening? What are you seeing?" After the game, he can give interviews. He can do his podcast. But for Christ's sakes, we don't need him on the field because everybody's going to blaze past him, right?
Yeah.
And we just saw what happens when you put Tim Weah at right back.
It was rough.
Okay.
Like, he's a wing back, but
Rough.
he's not an outside back by trade. And the problem is, like I told you again, we have left back is always an issue. Usually we have a solid right back. And now, like, who's going to play right back now that Dest is hurt and he may not play? You know what I mean? There's a question there. So there are a lot of different questions that are up in the air with this team. And listen, Ajiman and Pepe looked decently good when they came. Like,
I liked them. I thought
they worked
played
hard.
well. But they were also in this situation of we got nothing to lose.
Sure.
And let's just go at it.
Sure, but do you start them? Because I mean, listen, they've been doing well in their respective leagues for Pepe for PSV and then Derby County for Ajiman. So, do you start them? And Weston McKennie playing out wide, did you like that one? Like, I know he wants to play him in an advanced role, and I can see that, but where's his best fit and what does he do? Like, he's got some questions about what players to play and where to play them. That's the issue here.
Well, all right. We do have that, and luckily, I would say, we've got a game coming up tomorrow night.
Yes.
It's Portugal, who, by the way, are ranked 6th in the world.
Yes.
Better than Belgium, and they are quick. They are quick. They are crafty. And they will put the ball in the back of the net. Cristiano Ronaldo is not playing, and I actually think that helps them. I think they force their way into Cristiano Ronaldo when he's there.
Yep.
But now you've got Bruno Fernandes pulling the strings in the middle, and I hate to say it, but man, has he been one of the best players in the world for the last 12 to 18 months, okay? Especially the last 12 months for Manchester United. He is pulling the strings, and he is going to just dice people up. Neto is going to be on the left-hand side, dicing people up. USA, I am very worried if they don't come out and put some fight in this game. And if they put some strange lineup out there to try to do some things, we could end up with a 5-0 maul.
Well, they need to be careful because Portugal and Mexico got in a little bit of a scuffle in that game, and Portugal may be kind of angry coming out of that one. So, they may be looking to take some anger out. I mean, Mexico do what Mexico do, and they play dark arts, and they're very, very good at playing dark arts and upsetting players and other teams. So
both of those teams are good at the dark arts. Mexico, we know. Portugal, by the way, very good, led by previously announced there, Bruno Fernandes.
Oh yeah, Bruno. Yeah.
You breathe or look at him in the wrong way, and he falls down and somehow gets the call.
Yeah.
Maybe that's only for Manchester United. But listen, they're going to be coming at it. But the one saving grace I think the U.S. men's national team has is we are now 5 days away from the domestic league starting back up, or will be once the game starts tomorrow. So people like Bruno Fernandes, people like Pedro Neto, they are going to be thinking, okay, just get through this game, put in a good effort, maybe get a 1 or 2-0 win.
Sure.
Stay healthy, get on the plane, get back to England. I've got work to do, and I've got to recover for my domestic league.
Yeah.
That hopefully is what's going to happen. But Brooks, who do you want to see in goal tomorrow for the USA?
I mean, it's got to be Matt Freese.
Has to be, right?
Has to be Matt Freese. And I think they have to go with the 3-back. I mean, I would love to see Trusty. I mean, what do you got to lose? Put Trusty out there. Richards won't be because he's hurt. But you can put McKenzie, and then you put Tanner Tessman in that back line because he can slap back in there if you need him.
Absolutely.
Because unfortunately, like I said, Richards is hurt, and I don't know if you want to even try with Ream because he may get dusted a lot. So, but anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of different stuff.
Pochettino came out today and said we didn't get our star man, we didn't get Christian Pulisic on the ball enough. We have to get him on the ball, so maybe we have to change tactics. I don't know about changing tactics, but
No, but I would switch. I would try the 3-back.
Yeah,
I would
try
try
the
the
3-back,
3-back with the wing backs because I think Max Arson is a better wing back than he is an outside back. I think Anthony Robinson can play both positions. Shoot, Anthony Robinson could be thrown in probably as a left center back in a back three if they really wanted to do something. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Because he's done that before.
Yep.
The question is, Way is a better wing back. Do you try him there, or do you try someone else like a Rodan or whatnot? And I would love to see Christian get one or an assist or whatnot because he was really frustrated in that game. And he needs to learn sometimes he needs to really control his emotions. Like, he lets things get away from him very quickly if he isn't successful all the time. And you can't be perfect, but you have to forget things and just play. And I think his emotions get the best of him sometimes.
Agreed. I want to answer a quick question. Just came in one of the comments. Are we getting Kosovo or Turkey? I think it's going to be Turkey. I think
Yes.
they are a really good team. We're going to talk about some of those games coming up. We've got a nice little graphic we'll show you in a minute here. But we're going to talk about some of those World Cup qualifiers and who we think is going to go through. Yeah, I think Italy's going to go through.
Yep.
Don't at me because I was hoping Italy would miss another World Cup.
Why?
It's just
What do you got against the Italians?
It's funny at this point, man.
Hey, what are you doing?
Coming from an English guy, we took a lot of shit for when we missed out on 94. It was an embarrassment, but it's an even bigger embarrassment that they've now missed out on 2 World Cups and we could make it the next one.
You just don't want the French to advance.
Oh, the French. Oh, the
Yeah.
French. Oh, they looked really good. They looked really, really
Against
good.
Colombia?
Yeah, against Colombia. They looked. And Mbappe only played the last 20 minutes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, we'll just round off our U.S. men's national team game. Coming up tomorrow, I believe it's a 7 or 7:30 kickoff. TNT down in Atlanta, Portugal coming to town. Brooks, let me go first here because I got 2 things I hope to see in that game. Just 2. That's all.
What do you want?
Number 1, I want the U.S. fans to show up. Show up. I don't want to see the goddamn red seats, man. I'm so sick of seeing empty seats. And I know the NFL stadium holds 74,000 people, but we can't get 74,000 people there to play against a top 10 FIFA ranked team. Come on, man.
Atlanta United has no problem. They've sold that out a couple times.
Exactly. Come on, guys. Show up. I can't get there. I'm in Detroit. Wife, kids, and all that good stuff. But people who are close, drive, get to the game, show up. That's what I want to see.
Support.
Support. 2, I want to see 90 minutes of fight from the U.S. team.
Yep.
I don't care who's on the field. I don't care what formation we play. I do not care. I don't care if we're losing 5-0. I want to see the fight and the fight in the right places.
Yep.
The right aspects of the game. But I honestly think, I'll give a prediction right now, I think we lose that game 2-0. I think we lose 2-0. Yeah. But I'm okay with that provided we get support and the players show up and actually put a fight in, like a dog in a fight. What do you got, Brooks? What are you hoping to see tomorrow?
I want them. Can we eliminate Portugal's top player or limit him? Because Doku just, De Bruyne we did okay with. He got in good spots at certain points for Belgium. But can we, Doku roasted way and did what he wanted.
Yeah.
Can we eliminate the big moments from the top player or players that Portugal will play tomorrow? And I just want, let's see, can if we're down, can we come back and draw, or can we come back and win? This is what it's going to be. There are going to be games where we're down, and we have to figure out a way to win and get a result. And that's what this team needs to start to understand and start to do, because you got tomorrow's match for a friendly, and then I don't know what you get from Senegal and Germany right before the World Cup. That could be a thing that it's good for you if you get momentum going in, or it could be a bad thing. So I don't know, and who knows how hard Senegal and Germany will play in those games as well, because they don't want to get anyone injured. So, man,
I don't know if it was a good idea to play Germany before the 10 days, 6 days before the World Cup starts.
Well, the 1980 hockey team did play Russia about 10 or so days before they played in the Olympics. So maybe Pochettino's taking one out of that book and being like, "Yep." It's his favorite movie now. He loves that movie.
That's what I've heard.
He loves miracles. So maybe he's like, this is how we do. We copy what they do. Yes.
I love it.
Yes.
All right. Well, you and I'll be tuned in, Brooks. We'll be watching. Hopefully, everybody else does too. Let's talk about the other games that are coming up for the World Cup qualifying. Brooks, here's what we got. Let me find so I can read it off here. But essentially, Path A is Italy versus Bosnia-Herzegovina.
That should be interesting.
It should be, but I fully expect Italy to win it.
Bosnia it's a tough team. So you're not wrong when you're like Italy could lose. Like, you know, if the Italians don't put on a 90-minute performance, I mean, Bosnia could snag one.
I think it'll be a 2-1 victory for Italy, but you're right. Who knows? And it's the last game, all out for these guys, especially guys who are in their late 20s. This is their last opportunity.
Yep.
Path B, Sweden versus Poland.
Yeah.
That'd
That'd be a good one.
Gonna be a game.
Yeah, Lewandowski doesn't want to miss out on this World Cup because this could probably his last one, I imagine.
Absolutely, that's definitely his last one as he's 35 now.
Yep.
So who you picking? You picking Sweden or you picking Poland here?
Well, my mom's side's Polish, so I have to pick the Polish here. So yes.
Yeah, my in-laws are Polish. I'm gonna go Poland as well.
Okay.
I do think they pull it out, but I think it's Lewandowski goes all out, and I think he gets the job done. So we're both picking Poland on that one. Path C, Turkey or Kosovo, as we both said.
Turkey A.
Turkey A. Listen, they're gonna. I think they're a class team, by the way. So I do think that they make it through. Path D, final Denmark versus Czechia.
I'm gonna take Denmark.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Denmark. I think they're just good, man. They're really good there. And then on the right side, you see there we got the Inter-Confederation playoff winners. The final is Jamaica versus DR Congo and Bolivia versus Iraq. Jamaica, you gotta think are gonna pull it together here and get the job done. DR Congo, not exactly the strongest team in the world.
No.
So are you picking Jamaica for that one?
Yeah, they be Jamaican me crazy. So there you go.
Oh, good lord. Good lord.
Yeah.
And then Bolivia versus Iraq. Who you going with on that one, my friend?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Iraq. I think they've been it before and they've done it. You know, I think they can do it. Honestly.
Yeah.
You know, and that's gonna obviously cause issues for different reasons, but we're not gonna get into that.
Let's not get political.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because you said Iraq, I'll go Bolivia.
Okay.
But I do think Iraq, have the experiences they've been there before. So probably a good call on that one. All right, Brooks. Igor Tudor spent 44 days in charge to pick up a single solitary point at Tottenham Hotspur. My God, what a terrible freaking hire this was. Tottenham, what were you thinking? You're in a relegation battle. You were in the Champions League when you hired the man. And he's got absolutely no EPL experience. And you've put him into that situation.
But Craig, he coached at a big club in Italy called Juventus.
Twice. He coached it twice.
Yeah. And he coached in the French league, which is tough.
Brooks, Spurs deserve where they're at. They deserve to be where they're at right now because of what they did. They went out and got someone like Igor Tudor. You deserve to be in this spot. I'm sorry, Spurs fans, but that was a terrible hire. That had to be the day I saw that come out, I said, this is probably the worst hire I think I've ever seen.
Yep.
This is horrendous. And if you're purely going for Champions League qualification through and trying to do that, you're idiots. You're absolutely idiots. Okay.
Yeah. BX Gunner with the great comment today. Tottenham is the gift that keeps on giving.
Oh God, aren't they? Oh God, we should have that printed on a shirt.
Yes.
That would have been a good seller this year.
Yeah, it would have.
Gift that keeps on giving. Tottenham. Oh my God. All right, so he failed. By the way, the next in line, the rumors, especially we think it's going to happen any day now. Mauricio Romano's reported that he is the one everybody's looking at. Roberto De Zerbi is in talks to be the next manager
for a 6-year contract. What are they doing? How about we just finish the season to see if you keep us up? Because Greg just commented, just preparing for a Ponch return, I call it, and I'm like, yeah. I mean, listen, like I had a conversation with a buddy of mine as well. He was like another guy. There's no way Poch is going back to the U.S. men's national team. He's going back to the Premier League, and he could definitely land at Tottenham. I can definitely see that.
Hold on, Brooks. I'm going to ask you, but I also want Greg to chime in.
Yeah.
Brooks, after the World Cup's finished,
he's taking his $6 million. He's like, "Thank you, America, for your $6 million," and he's going to some Premier League club. Watch him, man. Man City's open because Pep's going to leave. He has Tottenham that could be potentially open, and there's probably going to be one or two other Premier League clubs he'll entertain stuff from. So, you know.
So Brooks, he's
But
leaving, huh?
he only goes to Tottenham if they stay up, though. That's the thing. He doesn't want it to deal with the championship
But
stuff.
they're going to hire De Zerbi. That's the rumor right now. He's
Yeah, for a
in talks.
6-year contract, which makes no sense.
Well,
They didn't learn from Tudor, did they?
No, they didn't. Well, they only
Yeah.
hired him till the end of the season, to be fair on there. But Thomas Frank they had on a several-year contract. This is what teams do now. Look at Chelsea. Look at Chelsea. Leon Rosenior, they hired him on a 7-year deal.
7-year deal.
Are you kidding me? You're going to end up letting him go in the middle of the summer or 2 months into next season because
Yes.
they're failing. He's 40 years old. He doesn't know how to wrangle these kids. And
You know what? Pochettino's waiting for that
those?
job. That's the job he's waiting for, the Chelsea one.
He might be.
He's like, they're probably already making the contract. They're like, Chelsea's probably like, I just got to do our due diligence and give this guy like a month or two just to screw up or whatever, and then we're going to bring you in.
The problem is you got to pay him off. Greg,
Yeah.
you brought up the comment. You were the one who kind of said it there. Do you think Pochettino leaves right as the World Cup ends for the U.S. men's national team? Is he leaving? I would. You know what? I hadn't really thought about that. I haven't gone that far.
He's
ahead,
totally
but-
doing it. He's not going to stay. He's going, and he's like, I'm going back to Europe.
And it's only the.
He's like, I just don't get this American system. I don't understand it. The players aren't for me. Like I tried.
What specifically? The youth system or the MLS or the GAM and the SPAM and the DAM and the whatever the money they can spend within the MLS league? And
I think
know
everything.
We've got multiple leagues that are, well, no, this is our top league, but we've also got another league called USL Championship. You don't think he gets anything here?
No, I don't think he gets what we're trying to do. He probably sees it as super confusing, and there's too many chefs in the kitchen trying to make decisions. I feel like he thinks that, to be honest with you. Yep.
Well, I mean, listen, I'm not going to disagree with you. Greg says 100% money in club, not national teams. Agree.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
Correct. He wants Champions League titles like that. That's what he loves to do.
Yeah.
This was just a little stop for a small payday, which
just a little bit of fun.
we'll just consider $6 million as a small payday. But there you go.
Well, this kind of went in a different direction than I thought.
Yeah.
But Roberto De Zerbi is apparently the lead candidate right now for Tottenham. By the way, he failed at Marseille. Did he fail at Brighton, Brooks? Was he good at Brighton, or was it the system that was good? Because everybody who goes there does well.
Yeah. I mean, the German guy this year is struggling a little bit with results.
Graham Potter before De Zerbi did really well, and he hasn't gone anywhere and done anything.
Yeah. I have to think that the Brighton system is very thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of what is going to happen.
Yeah.
And when you have good management, like we've talked about many a times, Manchester United not having good management there. Yes, I think the management is what really helped him be successful. And then, listen, you find the right players. You hope you don't mess it up by putting him in the wrong system. But he did well at Brighton. But unfortunately, the next steps he took did not go very well. And I think Tottenham, it just doesn't make sense of what they don't need him. That's not the guy that you need to fix especially if you. Depending on how the season goes, if they get relegated, they're not getting him. Forget that. I don't think they get him if they get relegated.
There's still 7 games left. Don't you think the idea is to get him in now, sign him up, get him in, and have that new manager bounce? To bounce away from the relegation zone? I
don't know.
But you take a chance, because if you bring him in,
there's too much of this new manager bounce.
And you do get relegated, is he going to stick around? Is there a clause there? How much you have to pay him to leave? Can you imagine?
I don't know. This new manager bounce, it doesn't always work. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, BX Gunner, that was brilliant. Tottenham just a gift to keep on giving.
It is.
I love it. I love it.
This late in the season, can you really get a new manager bounce from something, to be honest with you, with 7 games left and how your season's going? There are more things happening behind the scenes in that team than it's not a side that's definitely, should be relegated side.
Half those guys have checked out and they're ready for their summer holidays and
Correct.
they're ready to go to the World Cup.
They're probably their agent. Hey, can you move me? Can you move me? Can you sell me? What are we
Tell
doing?
me in the summer.
Exactly.
Yeah,
They're already starting to plan. The agents are already starting to figure out what clubs want them and everything. And that's probably a move to maybe a promoted team that gets promoted from the championship, or it's another club in the EPL. But could they be saved? Yes. But the odds aren't looking very good for them.
All right. I think we've done this before.
Are we into the schedule? Do you want me to bring up the schedule?
No, don't worry about it. I don't care. They do have a tough schedule, but do they make it, Brooks? Do they stay up? Did they stay up? They just lost to Nottingham Forest at home 3-0. Like I was predicting Spurs to run away, Nottingham Forest and West Ham to battle it out, and unfortunately Forest would be the one going down, but Forest just picked up 3 big points. Like
I mean, if Nuno can figure out some way for West Ham to win some games here towards the end.
They have a tough schedule though, right?
They do. I think they have a tough one. But listen, it's not an easy. Tottenham play on the 12th. They play Sunderland. Then they on the 12th. Then they have to play Brighton, which is not an easy game because it's not a guaranteed win. Gosh forbid that they play Wolves on the 25th and Wolves pull something out of their butt and somehow beat them, Tottenham. You know, then they play your Villa.
Hold on. Go back.
Yeah.
The Wolves versus Tottenham game.
I mean, that if you lose that one, like let's say like
I am wildly intrigued by that game.
Yes.
I am marking that on my calendar.
You don't think Wolves are like, you're coming down with us, you son of a guns?
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah, I am. That game intrigues me like beyond belief. I want to watch that game. God knows how poor it's going to be, but can you imagine if Wolves put it together and all of a sudden beat them 3-0?
Yeah,
My God, that'll be fun.
You know, Greg said epic fall. Last time they were relegated is 1977 for Tottenham, so it's been a while for them. But yeah, I mean, that could be the epic fall right there. And then, I mean, they play your Villa May 2nd. Leeds are still fighting, and they're still a scrappy team, and they're not easy to beat. Then you have to finish with Chelsea. Woo. And then you have a team in Everton you have to play last.
Both those teams are fighting for Champions League or European spots. Like I don't think Everton will get there, but I think Everton could get to Europa.
Yes.
So they're fighting for. They're going to need those points.
Exactly. And BX, like I just said, Wolves are taking whoever they can with them, and that I'm sure they have that circled on their calendar. Like, because I don't know if Wolves play West Ham. Let me just check here if they do play those two.
I think every team wants to beat Tottenham so they can be the ones that say, we put them into the
we knocked the Big Six club down. Yeah, because it's historic.
Because it's a Big Six club, by the way.
Correct. And let's see, I have the Wolves schedule here. West Ham and Wolves play on the 10th.
That'd be good. I'm going to circle that one. That's going to be a good one.
Yes. But I mean, West Ham beat. I mean, you imagine West Ham win, and then when Wolves play Tottenham, Wolves beat Tottenham.
My God, there's some good matchups coming up here the last.
Yeah, there's nice. It's nice when there's like 4 or 5 teams in for relegation. Or 3 or 2 or 3 or 4 teams because it makes it interesting.
4 could get dragged in if other teams win.
Yeah. So like no one's safe, and that's the fun part. Parody, just like MLS. There you go.
Oh man, what a great story, and again, the gift that keeps on giving. Thank you, Tottenham, very much appreciated.
Yes.
By the way, Sean Dice was asked the other day, I just heard you're interviewing for the Spurs job, and he literally looked at the guy and says, I'm stood in a pub with you having a pint of Guinness. Do you really think I'm interviewing for that job?
No.
No, he is not. Although he will find a job somewhere. He's still a good manager. I think
maybe he gets one of the clubs that comes up.
Yeah, or well, probably not. If you get promoted, you stick with your manager, right?
Well,
one of the clubs will go down, maybe. Even though he's been to a lot of those. Anyway, we're moving on. Brooks, I know this is a good one for us to talk about. The U.S. Open Cup. We've got a local match here: Detroit City versus the almost calling them the Michigan Bucks. It's the Flint City Bucks. We're going to talk about that right after this.
Hi, Brooks. We're at our favorite store, Soccer World in Rochester. We're just going to do some light shopping. Nothing big. Ooh, pretty colors. Oh, and one of these too?
Ooh, Germany. Nate would like this.
Hey, Brooks, look at all these. Look what I got.
South America. Ooh, wow, that's not MLS. Cool.
Socks? No.
Ooh, a ball pump.
Next to line.
Sir, Sir, you're next.
Right. That's a mannequin. You know that.
Huh?
It's a mannequin.
Oh. Sorry, sir.
Hug, what are you doing?
Nothing. Big thank you to Soccer World. They are one of our main sponsors. Appreciate the love and support that they show us, and they help promote us. A big thank you to all of our other partners as well. Next Level Training, the Michigan Jaguars, Football Doc, Dog and Pony Show Brewing. We got a lot of news coming up with Dog and Pony Show Brewing that we're going to be doing in the near future, so eyes and ears open there. Oh, and by the way, if you are local here in Detroit and you have a youth player, get them out to Next Level Training. They got some great summer camps coming up, man. Jump on those soon. All right, Brooks, U.S. Open Cup. I know you love it. This is one thing you absolutely live and die with. I like that you love it so much. Big game here. Our Detroit City. I'm going to say my Detroit City, as I used to play for them. Still love that club. They're playing against, we'll call it a U.S. Open Cup stalwart. Cup setters. They upset everybody who comes through here. Flint City Bucks, and they already have one cup set under their belts this season. They beat Forward Madison. Brooks, 7:30, Don Bachelor Stadium, Wednesday. That's April 1st, I believe.
Yep.
Listen, man, if you're in the area of Detroit, get out to this game. It's going to be really, really good soccer and a lot of fun. Both clubs looking to move on. Tell us a little bit more about this. What are you looking forward to, Brooks? And there's a couple other games you want to mention as well.
Yeah, so the Bucks DCFC match will be interesting. DCFC coming off a very good win against Charleston Battery side. Our good friend Ben Pierman, the head coach of Charleston Battery, former MSU assistant coach. The good win for DCFC. So, Battery been the top of the table team. It's interesting. Who are they going to play? Because on the back end of the game after they play Rhode Island FC, which are a very good USL Championship side. So how do they mix their squad will be very interesting. Who do they play? What starters do they play? How does it go? And then the Flint City Bucks have some new guys coming in a bit. So they'll look a little different. Their starting 11 will look fairly similar, but just a tad different. If you want to know more, we have an interview with Paul Doro that we just posted, that we posted on all our social media and is on our YouTube channel as well. So go watch that if you want to hear Paul talk about the squad and the past game and then the upcoming game. It'll be interesting. As I always say, if when the game gets later and later and the pro team starts to get nervous because it's 0-0 and things can happen, that's when the magic occurs. And it's a late crazy goal that's scored, or it's a deflection, or it's a PK, or whatever. Crazy things happen in cup things, just like it does in the FA Cup, just like it does in the US Open Cup. So it'll be a good match. This team for Flint will come out and they will be looking to obviously get the victory because they want to eventually match up against that MLS team. But it's a great environment down there at Don Bachelor Stadium. It was a terrific environment for the match against Forward Madison. So definitely get down there early, get your seat. It's a phenomenal complex, but it'll be a good match between these two sides from Michigan.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. What a great matchup. Let's see if the cup set can happen again for Flint City, man. They just in their history, they have beaten some top level clubs in the past 25 years, man. It's incredible.
Yep.
I don't think there's a club in the nation that has as many cup sets as they do. It's incredible. I mean,
probably the only one I would say is our friends. They lost in the first round against Sac Republic, but El Farolito, our buddies out west, yeah, consistently. And there are some USL2 clubs like Asheville City. They're playing Knoxville. They're not a bad USL2 side, and Des Moines Menace have done cup sets for a long. They've been around for a long time, but just some matches I just want to bring up just to end here. I think that match tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Asheville City is going to host one Knoxville. That'll be a tough one. Knoxville going into that one. They're going to have to make sure they're on their front foot and the best they can be. Another one of note, the Vermont Green FC, the USL2 side, play Westchester. I think that is definitely a game that Vermont Green can win. I don't think Westchester is as strong of a side as they were last year. And I do think that is a game that, I don't want to say handedly that Vermont Green can win, but I think it is definitely a game that, you could see them, I don't want to say dominate and control the game, but it can look very even with the players that they had in the first round if they get all of them back for the second round match here. So that'll be a good one. And then that's pretty much it for the amateur sides. I mean, the only one you have is Chattanooga playing Tempo FC, so that's a Tennessee match there. That's at Finley Stadium in Chattanooga. And then you do have one where Valley 559 FC is going to play Sac Republic, and that's going to be hosted at Fresno State Soccer Stadium. So,
Nice.
and then the only one is Riverhounds host Virginia Dream, which will be a good one as well. The Dream usually puts some sides together. Oh wait, hold on, there's one more. And then FC Naples will play FC America CFL Spurs. Not sure which league they're out of, but there'll be some good matchups. So we'll see if some amateur sides can get some cup sets, and hopefully teams can advance and the MLS teams come in at some point,
Agreed. Gonna go back a quick second, a hot second here, Brooks. Had a comment I wanted this from a while ago now, I think. From BX Gunner, the Germany away kit on display today is freaking amazing. I'm getting the long sleeve number 7 Havertz on the back.
He likes long sleeve jerseys.
Yeah,
He's mentioned that a few times. Yeah,
but he lives down in North Carolina where it's really hot.
it gets cold sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
It does.
Just as it gets cold here in the summer. Too.
Yeah.
I do like those German jerseys. Very un-German.
Nate likes them. Yeah. I like all the Adidas ones, how they have the old trio logo.
They're called the trefoil. Trefoil.
Yeah, and I did write about that in one of our newsletters. So if you want to look at our Substack, I think it was last week. It was either last Tuesday, I think I did. Maybe I wrote about it. So yeah.
Yep, that's true. All right, new NWSL record, a record-setting inaugural home match for the Denver Summit. 63,000 fans showed up. Incredible. Brooks, women's soccer is just growing every freaking week here. It seems like there's a new record. The record was a couple weeks ago with the Boston Legacy team.
Yeah.
By the way, our good friend Chloe Ricketts was on the bench for the last game here.
Yep.
I don't think she got on the field, but hopefully she gets healthy, gets on the field. But just seems every week a new record is being broken, and more and more and more people are watching the NWSL. It's great to see, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it is. It's great to see. And listen, on this Denver Summit team, we have a few Michiganders. We have Ava Catino, who played at Notre Dame, player that trains at trains with and still trains with Ironbird NLT. She transferred over from PSG, so she played over in Europe for a while. And then we have Olivia Thomas, who is a Hawks girl, played at UNC, left a year early, and she's on that team as well. So a few Michiganders on that team, and obviously we have Carson Pickett, a well-known player as well, and then obviously Mac Herman winner Jasmine Akey is on the team as well. So that is not a bad Denver Summit team, and boy, Colorado Rapids, watch out, because that women's team's really blowing you out for attendance-wise, that's for sure.
Got it. You got to pick it up there, Rapids.
Yeah.
All right, Brooks, there is a couple of players who are leaving their clubs here in the summer. They've been announced. We know Mo Salah's leaving. I think we're all expecting him to head over to Middle East. Listen, he's going to go to the Middle East. He's going to pick up some of that oil money.
I don't know, Craig. I don't know, man. I've heard MLS sides like Inter Miami or San Diego. Like, he wants to be the face of a franchise, and they're willing to throw money in. He'll live in a pretty good life in America. I can see that.
I got a feeling he'd rather go earn $1 billion a year playing in the Middle East.
He doesn't need any more money.
Well, nobody really does, but I just think that's where he is headed. Casemiro, though.
Hold on here. Yep. Are you really happy? Like, come on. Saudi Arabia, America. Like, come on.
He's
now.
Egyptian. He's Egyptian.
Oh, that's fair. He is from Egypt. Yeah.
So it's not like, Jordan Henderson going there or anybody like that and going, oh my God, it's completely different. I'm leaving after a couple of months.
That's fair because it's close to him in Egypt. Yeah. Fine, that's fair. Yes, and then the other one you wanted to mention, yes, Casemiro. Yeah, Casemiro, I heard MLS boost for him, and I think our buddies at Clash of Cosmos want him to come to LA Galaxy.
Yeah. So there's a couple of teams that have LA, Miami, NYCFC. These are all teams that are being reported.
I can see Miami. He just, it makes sense for him because he's from Brazil. Would be Orlando, because of, like I said, they love the South American player, and they need probably other people to play with. They need a,
The
another guy.
opportunity to play with Messi. Even though he's Brazilian and
I was gonna say,
Messi's
can Argentinians and
Argentinian,
Brazilians get along?
but everybody still realizes he's.
Do they have the money to bring him in? Because Yannick Bright's done pretty well for them.
Oh, brother, you're the one who needs to tell me about the MLS money and the GAM, the TAM, and the DAM, and the whatever, the fan money.
You mean the Wham?
Yeah, wham money, whatever
Yeah,
the
yeah.
hell they call it in the MLS. It's
Yeah.
so bizarre.
And then a little bam, a little emerald, bam, bam,
Yeah.
bam, bam. Yeah.
It's like that old game show, Whammy. Give me a whammy.
Yeah, no money, no money. Pressure,
no
green
whammy.
pressure luck.
Yeah,
No whammy, don't whammy, no whammy. Stop. Yep. Yeah.
But I do see him moving here. He is a player. He's older now. I do see him. Actually, a couple of fans and I guess people have reached out to him and said, would you be willing to sign another year agreement at Manchester United? And his response was, the decision has been made. I'm leaving in the summer.
Yep.
He is on his
That
way.
means he's going to MLS.
He's coming to MLS, man. And I'd put my money on Miami right now. Miami, I'd put him.
I think like with Griezmann, you're like, hey, you want to play with Griezmann? And he's like, yep. Like,
I don't know.
I really do think that, like, Orlando's like I told you, we need to be competitive. We need some better players here. They do need a defensive mid because, like, they do have a young academy kid, but he's like Gusky, but he's not bad. But like, come on,
Are you telling me if someone came in with the same money offer, you said, listen, you can play Inter Miami with Messi for this amount of money, and the same amount of money you could play over here in Orlando
with Griezmann, and you can beat an Argentinian team with Mascherano and Messi and all of his other friends.
He's still picking Miami, man.
You kidding me? The Brazilians are competitive people. Come on now. Come on. Like, you're saying he doesn't want to play for, and he doesn't want to live by Disney World? Come on. It's the happiest place on earth.
No, man.
It's the happiest place on earth.
No one wants to live by that place.
He can go eat around the world at Epcot. Come on.
Oh,
you get the best of everything. Come on.
Oh, come on. No.
He can wear the Mickey Mouse ears. Come on.
He can wear the Mickey Mouse ears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love it.
Yes. I could definitely see Orlando putting some money, or like I said, one of the not LAFC but LA Galaxy I could see, or possibly like a New York team.
I could see I could see Galaxy. So my pick is going to be Miami 1, Galaxy 2.
Yeah.
I'll throw Orlando on a New York team in there, but I think it's going to be one of those two, Miami or LA.
I'm going Orlando, LA Galaxy. 1 and 2, and then I don't think Inter Miami.
You know what? With Ricky Puig not being back this year, I think they may actually splash it out and try to get Casemiro at Galaxy. So
they have a good front three. They just need to shore up that midfield a little bit more.
So I can see that actually happening. And listen, it's LA, so who doesn't want to live in LA? Big star and all that good stuff. So that might actually happen.
Correct.
All right. Brooks, we got like just one or two little things left here, unless you've got something. But I do want to let everybody know about a local team that's playing here. One of our good friends, Alex Lubianski, has started Detroit Metro FC. They're starting up their season really soon here. The first home game is April 25th. We're going to be streaming those games, Brooks. We're going to be streaming those games. But I don't want to see people viewing them. I want to see people out there watching the games. I want you to go. They're in Legacy in Brighton.
Legacy Center.
Legacy Center out there in Brighton. I've taken my kids a couple of times. It is great. Super entertaining. They sell beer. I love the fact that there's a bar up top and I can stand up there, watch the game. I can send my kids down. They can run around on the side there. And when a goal is scored for Detroit Metro FC, they grab flags. The kids grab flags and they run on the field for a hot minute and then they get called off and then they start the game up again. But they got beer. And it's inside, so if it's raining or cold or really shitty, I don't have to worry about it because it's 72 degrees. Alex, thanks for putting it at Legacy Center, by the way. I love that. So if you're local here, grab your tickets. They're super cheap. It's like $5 per game. I think the first game I went to last year was $5 for a ticket, or they said $15 and you get a free T-shirt. And I went, yeah, give me one of those. So I went for the $15 ticket with a T-shirt.
Yeah, by the way, BX Gunner said his grandma has a house 15 minutes from Disney, and it's prime real estate around there. That is why Casemiro is going prime real estate, golf courses, Disneyland, Antoine Griezmann. It's going to happen. He's going to be in the purple.
I don't know. I don't see him in purple. I see him in the galaxy.
He's going to be a purple lion. That's what he's going to be. Yeah. Roar. Yeah.
Man. All right,
Yeah.
Brooks, you got anything else before we close up shop for the night?
No, and listen, it's a little while before I think MLS maybe this weekend comes back or whatnot. I forgot to double check, but USL's still going. Watch your US Open Cup. Yeah, and it's going to be an interesting race to the end for the Premier League, that's for sure.
Yep. If you haven't already, do us a favor, subscribe, hit that little bell. Wait, where the hell is it? Maybe the bell's down here somewhere. I don't know where the bell is. Hit the bell so you're alerted when we go live and we can have fun. We love to talk to people who comment, as you guys have seen tonight. Put your comments in, we'll read them out. We love to have a little bit more fun. We're going to try to go live again on Wednesday. We're going to be back on Sunday, or maybe we'll move to Monday night. Monday night seemed fun. And if you haven't already, sign up for our Substack. We do a weekly newsletter. Sometimes we do twice a week just for the fun of it and extra soccer content.
Yep.
If you're listening on a podcast, thank you very much. Do us a huge favor, whether it's Spotify, Apple, and all that good stuff. Give us 5 stars and leave a little comment. We'd appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And don't forget about our Facebook group. It is an awesome Facebook group. We Are Soccer Facebook group. It's a private group. We love having some good banter in there. The Tottenham fans have been very quiet as of late.
But the Arsenal fans, like the Son and Rod and Dylan, have been very, very happy.
They've been really loud.
Yeah. Don't forget we're on the Instagrams and the TikToks as well.
We're on everything.
Yeah.
Visit our merch store as well. All right, Brooks, appreciate you being here. Appreciate everything you do, buddy. That's going to wrap us up for the night. Everybody have a safe night. Cheers and thank you.
Cheers.